Hello and welcome back. Today I'm here with some interesting stories, so thank you for choosing to tune in. So we're going to start off with an interview where Princess Lilibet Diana Mountbatten Windsor's godfather has nothing but love and pride for the little royal. So according to harpersbazaar.com, they set out a couple of points in an interview that the actor and filmmaker Tyler Perry had, and it was on the November 14th episode of the Let's Talk Off Camera with Kelly Ripa. And they talked about the close relationship that he has with Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan. He also gave insight into the couple's life with their son and daughter as a family of 4. So Kelly asked Tyler about his role as a godfather to Lilibet, and it prompted Perry to reveal his sweet nickname for the 2-year-old. He calls her Little Lily in quotes. And he said, quote, "She's so adorable. Oh, she's so beautiful. She's just so beautiful. They make beautiful babies. That's all I'll say." And he said, "Archie and Lily are beautiful," in quotes. He also talked about the time when he selflessly lent the couple his Los Angeles home to stay in upon their exit from the royal family in 2020. He said this, quote, "I got the tremendous sense of how overwhelming it all was for Meghan." And he remembered the moment that she reached out to him and he offered his help. He also spoke about the sense that he got when he assessed what he had seen in the press about Meghan's father and the relationship that they had and what was going on in the public scene. And he said this of Meghan, quote, "I felt she was very much isolated and alone." He also spoke about their world where, quote, "everything is larger than life." He spoke about how when Meghan, even when she wears anything, it just sells out. So he said this, quote, "I wanted to be a safe place, not only for her, but there are many people who don't have a name or are not a part of a royal family who just need somebody to be there for them." He also went on to say that when Harry and Meghan spent time in his home after moving there from England, he said, quote, "It was such a beautiful moment." And went on to say, quote, "Every day they were there, I looked to see if anything's happening online. Nothing. They don't even know," he said. "So weeks and weeks, they were there. They were so happy," end quote. So he said he spoke about this only because he knows that Meghan and Harry have opened up about this topic in their lives. He's quite sensitive to the fact that they do value their privacy, and I like how he talks about things and doesn't go so in depth, but you can tell there is a love and a respect there. So share your thoughts on Tyler just opening up about that sweet relationship that he has, and also how he calls her Little Lily, and he has been there in their lives. He also attended the christening of Lily. He also invited a choir who sang. So it is so fantastic to know that he is God-fearing first and foremost, and he's just been so consistent for Harry and Meghan. What a great connection to have. So that was the first story of the day. Share your thoughts on that. And before I go into the next story, allow me here just to quickly use what Tyler Perry said about Meghan and aspects of her life being larger than life, to just use that as a jumping off point to just quickly touch on this. We all know that Meghan wore this fantastic piece at the event, the Proenza Schuler dress, and everyone was quickly trying to get more details on this outfit. So it's interesting that they themselves, the brand, took to their Instagram and they were quick to talk about the dress that Meghan wore, and they've since told us in a post, quote, "Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, wears a Proenza Schuler custom rosa dress in fawn, matte viscose crepe, and flip shoulder bag for variety power of women," end quote. So they've let us know that this dress was just not off the shelf. It was custom. And for sure, a lot of you had been trying to pin down this particular dress. And some of you had also told me that there was a very similar look, but the material was leather-like. So this truly was them going out of their way to give Meghan a custom look. And you could see they were so proud to have Meghan wearing one of their pieces. They also gave us a sketch here for what they did. And I went on their website looking for this rosa dress. For they said here it's in fawn, but the colors available on their site were in two colors, white and black. And yes, other palettes of color are similar, but the material, I think that they went with that one for Meghan. So that's how it was customized to her. So yes, on their website, they do have a very similar color to what Meghan had, but in a totally different material. And it seems to be a huge hit, a win. Everyone was congratulating Meghan on how she looked. It was just so unique and accentuated the best things in her as she wore it. So it's interesting to see these big brands acknowledging, and very rightly so, that when Meghan wears any of their pieces, that for them it is a huge win. And doesn't that just go back to the point where Tyler said that anything she wears, they sell out, or whatever she wears, whether from a huge fashion house or an up-and-coming artist, that instantly there is a huge spotlight brought to that, and it's all over the world. It's global in such a short amount of time for them. So yes, the Meghan effect is real. Also, Aquazura took to their social media, very, very delighted that Meghan chose their shoes again, and wrote, quote, Duchess of Sussex Meghan Markle wearing the Aquazura Dangerous Liaisons Pump 105 at the Variety Power of Women event at Mother Wolf in Los Angeles, California. And a lot of you agreed this shoe was just spectacular. It worked so well with what she was wearing. And it's fantastic to see, even on their comments on their website, anytime they choose to post about a shoe that Meghan has worn from them in the past, especially this shoe in particular, the bow tie. Many of you tend to call it the Duchess Meghan shoe on their own site. And I think that they themselves acknowledge that there are some pieces that they have, or shoes, that are so synonymous right now with Meghan, and vice versa, that even if another person is wearing them, people will say, oh, you're wearing the Meghan shoe or something like that. So I wonder if they'll capitalize off of that exposure that they've gotten with Meghan, even like other fashion houses like Dior have done in the past. When in the past, for example, they saw Princess Diana wearing any of their pieces, and they truly did their best to tie Princess Diana's name with their accessories or any articles of clothing that they had. So let me know your thoughts on that. And I think I need Meghan's team to just hurry on up and get her a brand deal right now, because she is just so influential, and the Meghan effect is real. So I wanted to share that in here. So share your thoughts on this. So let's go straight into the next story. So we have a story here from Deadline.com talking about the final season of The Crown. So for those of you who watched the season, the first 4 episodes were released. There is an article here by Deadline.com, who are an official trade. So they spoke about Prince Harry and what will be going on with this season of The Crown. As we know, Harry and Meghan have featured on Netflix. So the article says, quote, Prince Harry has distanced himself from a report that claimed that he would watch the final season of The Crown on Netflix. A source close to the Duke of Sussex told Deadline that he would not stream the final season of Peter Morgan's show due to the, quote, sensitive nature of its content. The article went on to say Deadline understands that Prince Harry has no ill feelings towards The Crown's creators or Netflix about the direction of season 6. He was not consulted over the show and has had no advanced sight of episodes. So they spoke about the report that Harry might be tuning in for this season, because they pointed out that he has in fact watched previous seasons of The Crown. We know that Prince Harry spoke about that on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, where he joked that he had watched the series, and he joked that he in fact checks with a pen and paper. We all remember that moment in that interview where Prince Harry gestured, where he acted out jotting down the points as he watch the show and trying to figure out, is that true, is that not? So yeah, He also said in 2021, as he spoke to James Corden on the Late Late Show, that the crown gives a sense of, quote, putting duty and service above family and everything else. And he also added, quote, I'm way more comfortable with the crown than I am seeing stories written about my family or my wife. That the crown is obviously fiction, take it how you will, end quote. So it's unlikely that season 6 would have been an easy watch for Prince Harry, given it dealt with Princess Diana, her life, the tumultuous relationship that she had with the press. Also, they delved into her relationship with Dodi Fayed and really went in depth into her final weeks of her life. And of course, as they said, it dealt in sensitive topics. And it also, depicted Harry and William's final call with Diana, which Harry has also spoken about in his book. He was open about the fact that it weighed heavily on his mind because that in that call, he was in a desperate rush to say goodbye, in quotes. So he did talk about that last conversation with her when he was aged 12 on that call. And he said also in a 2017 BBC documentary, quote, if I'd known now obviously what was going to happen, I wouldn't have been so blasé about it and everything else, end quote. So, people have talked about this show. I've been seeing a couple of you online talking about season 6. I'm not pleased with the direction that the show went. Also, some TV critics in the UK have panned the episodes because of Diana's, quote, ghost, which according to Deadline enraged them, and also scenes where she appeared to be playful with the paparazzi. So this season has not been without controversy. So for those of you who did watch these first 4 episodes, let me know your thoughts. How did you enjoy it? I want to ask those of you who did tune in for The Crown's first 4 episodes of this final season, as they say, what did you think about the handling of Diana and Dodi's relationship? The depiction of it in particular, were you happy with that? And also, do you think they were able to capture accurately the essence of those historical moments, or do you think there was a lot of embellishment in that historical narrative that perhaps may have missed the mark? Let us know in the comment section, were they spot on or did they miss the mark on certain things? Share that in the comment section below. I've got to be honest, I have not been someone who's watched The Crown, but I did tune in for these first 4 episodes. So let me know your thoughts. Did you enjoy it? And I think that a lot of people have lauded the performance of Elizabeth Debicki as Diana. She just encapsulates that character quite well. She has her mannerisms down. And, it's interesting. A lot of you online also said that it was quite sympathetic to King Charles. And it depicted him quite positively as well. So just share your thoughts on that and on the story that Prince Harry would, in fact, not be watching it because of its, quote, sensitive nature. So it is quite an interesting topic as well. Complex in some aspects. Of course, we know Prince Harry and Meghan have a relationship with Netflix. They released their documentary, which was just so successful for the platform. And for those who have been the critics, they have tried to leverage the fact that Harry and Meghan are on Netflix as some type of argument concerning the crown and wondering why Harry is still partnered with them. Even wrongly assuming that, as they said here, that Harry has advanced screenings of the episodes, that he, talks to the creator, trying to insinuate that Harry has any type of say in how the show moves forward. That show is completely separate from Harry and Meghan, has its own showrunners, writers, directors, on and on. Harry and Meghan have nothing to do with that. And of course, with the topics that this season dealt with, it would come as no surprise that Prince Harry would understandably not want to watch the show. And as we know, for the first time, William and Harry will be featured as main characters in the second upcoming half of this season. And I don't think anyone would want to watch that. Maybe perhaps out of a sense of curiosity, perhaps, to see what they did. But I don't think he would want to sit through that and watch that. Who would be comfortable with that? Let me know in the comment section if you had a show out there and you were being depicted, would you sit down with popcorn and be fully happy and comfortable to watch it? I don't think they would. So share your thoughts on this second story in the comment section as The Crown is edging further and further towards the present day. And who knows, they say this is the final season, but as we know, money talks. And, William, Kate, Harry and Meghan have possibly provided writers with so much more that they might want to delve into in a series format. So I want to know your thoughts. Would you be comfortable seeing The Crown telling more stories about Harry, William, and their wives, moving more into the present day, or do you think they just need to stay away from all of that? Would you be comfortable watching that as well? And we all know there have been these other biopics that came out a while ago about especially Harry and Meghan. And did you watch those? Share your thoughts in the comment section. So this is the second story of the day, some entertainment news. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, before we log off, a very, very special thank you to all of you who support this channel financially, to all of my Patreon, PayPal, and membership supporters. Allow me here to thank a couple of you by name. A very special thank you to you, Gail Tapscott. Truly appreciate you. God bless you. You have been so supportive towards my work here. You are such a blessing. Thank you. A special thank you to Cookies and Cream. Thank you for being one of the channel moderators. I appreciate all the times that you've been in the chat, for your comments, and all the ways that you engage on this channel. I truly feel your kindness and appreciate you. I love you. God bless you. Thank you as well to Dorothy Ross. Thank you so much for being a long-time supporter for my work here on YouTube. Thank you. You are so generous and giving, and for accompanying me on this YouTube journey, I would like to say thank you. God bless you. Once again, thank you to all who support this channel financially, and thank you to those who like, comment, and share. And if you liked this one, don't forget to click that thumbs up button and subscribe. It truly does help out the channel, and follow this channel on X for more informal posts. Thank you all for watching and have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a blessed one.